breaking that is coming in now is that BJP President JP Nadda is likely to be inducted in the new Council of Ministers of Prime Minister Modi, which will be sworn in at 7:15 p.m. Remember, Mr. Nadda was also the health minister in the first cabinet of Prime Minister Modi in 2014, and all indications are that Mr. Nadda, whose tenure as the BJP president ends later this month, is going to be inducted and will be sworn in later in the evening. So what really transpired? So what next, who will be the next BJP president is the big question, because there was a lot of buzz or speculation around Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who is already was there in the meeting with the Prime Minister. He's likely to be inducted in the new Council of Ministers. And also Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar, former Chief Minister of Haryana. We'll try and get Vasudha on the line to get more details on this story. But the big breaking that is coming in is the BJP president is set to make the transition from the party to the government, and Mr. Nadda is likely to take oath along with 54 others in the Council of Ministers of Prime Minister Modi. Let me bring in Vasudha, who's joining us live from central Delhi. Vasudha, give us the details.
Well, Maria, like you rightly said, this cabinet, at least the names that have come forward so far, they do represent in some ways confidence and consistency of the government. Those seem to be the parameters by which Narendra Modi is approaching Modi 3.0. In that whole aspect, I think JP Nadda coming back to the Modi cabinet. Remember, he was the health minister in the first term of Narendra Modi, and I still remember covering, this Indradhanush, Mission Indradhanush, or vaccination programs that he had brought in. So he was somebody who was really invested in the health ministry then. Of course, then he was made the party president after Amit Shah quit to join the cabinet as the home minister in 2019. So JP Nadda, what we hear right now is could also be taking the oath today. He represents, of course, Himachal. Another big name that was dropped today, of course, in the Himachal context was also Anurag Thakur. And of course, JP Nadda come from the state of Himachal Pradesh, which accounts for 4 seats, and all of this falls in the context of the BJP and the NDA choosing, I think the whole cabinet can be divided in 3, classifications. First, of course, senior ministers like Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, Gadkari, who have seen the organization grow, who have also been responsible for several policy measures of the government, and who are in some ways taking forward the ideological line, political line of the BJP forward. And then there are these technical, there are these there are these experts, domain experts, be it Nirmala Sitharaman or Ashwini Vaishnav, Hardeep Puri, all of these people who are known for their acumen in terms of, technology, in terms of finance, in terms of governance. And then, of course, there is this third, group of people, who are extremely good with organization, be it Mansukh Mandavia or ML Khattar or Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Bhupendra Yadav, Dharmendra Pradhan. So I think it's a combination of all of this, and at the periphery of all of this are the new guys like Raksha Khadse and, of course, Suresh Gopi and PC Kurian and all those new people who have come in, who will also, and also Ram Mohan Naidu, the young Pesamani Chandrasekhar, all the new guys who are being brought in. So clearly there is a lot of color to this cabinet, and for me, I think it represents a mix of both consistency. Of course, there is not much of experiment here, because this is not a fragile government. There's no threat to it in terms of numbers, but I think the government is being very, very cautious here. And like I've been saying, this is Modi-led BJP. Every time this government or this BJP has taken a fall, it has bounced back with more rigor, be it Gujarat 2017 or Madhya Pradesh 2018. I think the Prime Minister's message today to his new minister-elect, saying that all that you need to focus on is the 100-day agenda. Just do your work and don't get distracted by the noise around. Shows that there would be a lot of focus on governance and portraying a picture of confidence, taking the allies along, and not really showing any dissonance come what may.
And Vasudha, then there'll be a lot of speculation now as to who will be the next BJP president, keeping in mind the not at par expected results of the party, and also the upcoming elections, very crucial ones coming up in the next 6 months. there was speculation around the former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, Shivraj Singh Chauhan. We saw him there, so he is going to be inducted in the cabinet. ML Khattar, former Haryana Chief Minister, again he is going to be sworn in. So who is likely to be the BJP president? Some surprises expected?
Well, Maria, that's like $1 million question, from the OBC chairperson, K. Lakshman, to whole lot of other names. Today we saw V. Somanna also being part of Narendra Modi's, tea meeting. And V. Somanna was somebody, all of us had really sort of not really thought about. He was someone who took on the chief minister. He fought on 2 seats during the Karnataka assembly seats. So I think while a lot of other people may forget the kind of faces that BJP has, the BJP doesn't do that. So it really keeps a track of people who are really important to it. The BJP president will be key to the party's working, functioning right now. JP Nadda is a Brahmin from Himachal Pradesh. Brahmins are seen as, a community that is not really seen as, it's seen as of advantage to the BJP. So, of course, the caste complex is going to be very interesting here. Would they have an OBC president right now? But both Bhupendra Yadav, Dharmendra Pradhan are also part of the cabinet. Shivraj Chauhan, who's also an OBC face, is also going to be part of the cabinet. So, who is going to be the speaker and who is going to be the BJP president next, who's going to steer the party to all these assembly elections, starting with Haryana and Maharashtra, both states that have really underperformed according to BJP's own expectations. That would be really interesting, but given that this party has a habit of throwing up surprises, I wouldn't be sticking my neck out. But yes, there are many faces out there, and I'm sure the party would be taking a call soon.